what are all these little bookmarks in my manga? So it's been a while since I've addressed this. I do have older videos on why and how I annotate my manga. So let's go through it again. One thing that you will see is that each flag or bookmark is a different color. And that is by design. Because of all the manga that I read and also how I tend to pull from different series depending on the topic that I'm covering in a video, this is much easier for me to see at a glance and find the moments that I need to instead of having to reread them every single time that I record a video. When I'm looking for something that will help me to annotate and remember things, I tend to go for a color system just because that is the easiest for me to remember. And these are the tabs that I use all over my manga. Apologies for how disorganized they look, but I recently sold some manga, so I just removed them and stuck them back in here. But each color represents something that I want to remember. You can really tailor this however you want. So each color can mean a specific thing for you. But for me, I do like to remember like cute romantic moments, intense romantic moments, like a confession or something like, something more meaningful. Then we have red for clue, orange for drama, yellow for funny moments, this lighter green for information, this darker green for cute moments, like something like that stood out. Then we have the teal for artwork or a passage that I really liked, blue for sad moments, and this lighter blue for a turning point. We'll use the credits roll into the sea volume 1 as an example. You can see right here, I do have a teal flag because this panel just really spoke to me. I also used a light blue for a turning point, and this is where our female lead, Umiko, decides to pursue her own happiness after her husband's death. Also used another teal flag right here for this moment that just really spoke to me. So that's how I use the little flags to annotate. Now, why do I even do this? Yours truly studied literature, specifically French literature. So annotating became something that I was taught, and it became a habit that I picked up in university, and it stuck with me ever since. There's not one way to annotate. I have books where I literally highlighted passages. I personally don't want to take a highlighter to my manga series, so these little flags peel off very easily. They don't damage the book, so I tend to use them for manga. If you want to be an active reader and remember the important things about what you read, annotating is a very useful tool. What you learn in school can most definitely be applied to even a hobby. And there's nothing wrong with trying to be a more active manga reader because at the end of the day, manga, they're books too.